stolen. Ladies and gentlemen, this improv story. Man gets his identity and life stolen. Let the story commence. Mods? Oh, fucking hell, do it myself, fucking hell. Fucking typing angrily. What was it again? Because I've forgotten it already. Man does a thing. Man gets his identity stolen. Was that it? Man loses identity. I can't add an emote to this, so we'll just need to do it without. Oh, wow. Saxby, thank you very much for donating. Thank you very, very much. Oh, I just replaced it. Sorry, if you're a mod, can you redo that? I don't have the audio alert on it. Anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, today's story. Man gets his identity stolen. Identity and life stolen. Let the story commence. There was this guy, right, called Craig. And Craig was just kicking about, right? Craig liked to kick about from place to place, doing whatever happens to be on his mind. Craig was a kicker-abouter, and he did it very well. Now, most folk seem to think that to get through life you need a bit of purpose and reason, but not Craig. Craig floated from event to event, just letting whims lead him through the path of life, and it worked very, very well. Until one day, basically, he was in the post office, and he was in a queue, and he was getting to the front of the queue, and just at that point, just then, unfortunately, he noticed that there were 3 wee guys in the queue, and he thought, there's something no right here, because, and he looked at the wee guys, but he daren't look at them, you know, and have them know that he's looking at them. He sort of secretly looked at them, and he'd thought they'd clocked it. He'd thought they'd clocked him looking at him. So see what he did? He got his phone out, and he put his phone off, like that. He just locked it, and using the phone as a mirror, see that? You can just sort of reflect. So he looked behind him at the wee guys, because they were waiting right behind him, and he was thinking to himself, this isn't right, that wee guys are like queuing up. I would have expected these wee guys just to go straight up the front and be like, excuse me, deal with my stuff. The fact that they're queuing is suspicious. What are they up to? So we're right behind him, and he's like that, and he's looking in the phone at the reflection, and they're just standing there doing nothing. And then so he's thinking to himself, hold on, wait a wee minute here, I'm coming in and I'm passing judgment on these wee guys purely just because they're wee guys. That's maybe a wee bit classist and out of order. Just then, the wee guy behind him does a fly kick and cracks him just right in here, to the left of this sort of socket bit. Instantly, the jaw just rips out, but flaps at the same time. So there's a laceration for here, all the way down, but the laceration isn't a cut, it's more of a tear, it's more of a rip for when the jaw was booted right off. It was unrecognisable. So basically, the last thing that he saw in his phone when he was looking for the wee guy's reflection was his own jaw just sort of booting the phone, and he didn't know where his phone went after that, because it went straight up in the air and then landed in the hand of one of the wee guys, who, by the way, was called Mary. and Craig was unrecognisable. Wee guy got his phone out it, and see with two-factor authentication, that means he can get into anything. Everybody's like, oh, two-factor authentication, that's really good. Aye, it's really good if you've got your phone. So that wee guy's and everything. Nicked all the guy's money. It was a shame, so it was. Had a whip round in work, got him maybe about 250 quid. Guy's life was ruined. And the whip round in work only got him about 250 quid. Guy didn't have a bottom half of his face. Everybody's like, oh, don't worry, we'll sort you out, don't worry. He's like, oh, well, at least I have my rent covered. No, he died because he couldn't pay his rent. And it just quickly decelerated, and it was a shame. It was a genuine shame. The end. Cool. That was easier than I thought. As well. I mean, why break the formula? Do you know, that was a true story. That was a true story. Do you know how I know? I was the phone. See the phone? That was me. Don't like to talk about it, but... don't like to talk about it.